The LGBT community, commonly referred to as the gay community, is a loosely defined grouping of lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people. These communities generally celebrate pride, diversity, individuality and sexuality, but not all individuals who are LGBT consider themselves a part of the community. 11 in 100 Australians are of diverse sexual orientation, sex or gender identity. The reported number of same-sex couples has more than tripled between 1996 and 2011. Gay, lesbian, bisexual and transgender people are 3 times more likely to experience depression. Gay men and lesbians have higher rates of mental health disorders than the rest of the population. They may also have higher rates of obesity, smoking and unsafe alcohol and drug use, and are more likely to self-harm. 6 in 10 experience verbal homophobic abuse, and 2 in 10 experience physical homophobic abuse. Almost half of all gay, lesbian, bisexual and transgender people hide their sexual orientation or gender identity in public, in fear of violence or discrimination. While many things have improved for the gay and lesbian people over the past 50 years in Australia, there is still constant uncertainty about whether they will receive acceptance from family, friends, colleagues and services. Constant pressure of dealing with this uncertainty has an impact on health.
Hi, I'm Bram from Estonia, and I am a cis gay male.
Hello, my name is Bethany Wade. I am 19 years old and I'm from Delaware, which is a state in the United States. I identify as asexual with a romantic orientation of pan-romantic. I am cisgender though.
Hello, my name is Zanta, but I prefer Alex. I am 18 years old and I am from Europe, country Latvia. I identify as gender fluid and my sexuality is pansexual.
My name is Felicia. I'm 20 years old. I live in the United States in Texas.
And my name is Allie. I'm 25 and I live in the United States, also in Texas.
I identify as a cis lesbian.
I identify as well as a lesbian.
My name is Stefania. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Mexico. I identify as cisgender bisexual.
Hello, I'm Patricia and I'm 20 years old and I identify as bisexual.
My name is Nadia. I'm 14 years old and I live in New York. I identify as gender fluid and pansexual.
I'm Febo. I'm a 16 years old girl from Italy and identify as bisexual. So yeah, I prepared all the answers to the question.
So, what I like most about the LGBT community is the idea that we're all completely different people, though we all have that one thing in common, and yet somehow we all become, it seems like automatically you can become friends with anyone who is identifying somewhere on the spectrum, whether the gender spectrum, the romantic orientation spectrum, or the sexuality spectrum. Like, automatically, that's just the magic glue you need to become good friends with someone. That's how I became friends with the person who's the reason why I'm making this video.
I like that people do care about each other. They try to help as much as they can and they do tell stories of their lives that do inspire. Basically, you have a huge loving family all around the world.
Growing up in this community and coming out early in my life, yes, there were some issues. It wasn't very accepting, still kind of isn't.
The issues that I've faced were in the surrounding area, yes, but not directly in this community, and it's usually just glares. Every now and then somebody will yank their young child away from us.
Yeah, in general, people are more accepting of LGBT youth nowadays. In most first world countries, I should say, in third world countries, it's still kind of bad. But in the United States, Canada, England, Australia, these people can come out and they're mostly in a safe environment. However, that doesn't mean everyone is. You could still be stuck in a hardcore Christian town, or your family could still be very negative towards these people. So when you come out, automatically you're forced on the streets. No one's going to take care of you because your town thinks And unfortunately, these people are still left in that situation.
Well, education is very important. If they educated kids in schools about the community and about different sexualities and how that not everyone is straight.
I suggest teaching about it in schools, having sex ed for it even, because, not everyone is straight, so, you shouldn't just teach straight sex ed to those who aren't straight, because, they won't really need it.
I came out at 15 years old. My family, my town, that was just a big shock. And yeah, my family continuously said it was phased, or they loved me no matter what. And although my parents, my mother / aunt who raised me, she literally got me books, that were religious and being gay and being with God, to tell me it was a sin and that, kind of I was going to hell for it. And it put me in a really, really deep depression for a few years. And then, of course, finally I graduated, got to college, and I became me. I became the open, out, and, let everybody kind of know a thing. And I got a lot of judgment, from my church and my church community and some of who I thought my really good friends were, even though they already knew what I was, they still were really judgmental and talking behind my back about it. In general, yeah, I grew up in a very religious, community and family and everything else. But now everything's good. Everybody accepts who I am.
And we were Christians. My mom's still a Christian. At church, I was learning that being a gay or anything else was sin.
I grew up in a suburban area. If I wanted support, like in a support group, needed therapy or something like that, those kind of things don't exist for me without a car. Thankfully, I was able to join Spectrum, which is a gay straight alliance at my high school.
I do hope that one day the people will be safe and loved everywhere, for everyone.